Hello everyone, this is Sesh Kashyap. Today I am going to explain you about the major climatic zones, that is the part 2, and it is a continuation of the chapter number 6, weather and climate. So listen everyone now. So let us now discuss here about the major climatic zones. As we know, our earth is divided into 7 major climatic zones depending upon their latitudes, that is the altitude, the amount of sunlight and precipitation received and their proximity to large water bodies. These climatic zones are divided on the base of latitudes, on the behalf of the sunlight, precipitation. Yes. So as we all know that the amount of energy that is received by the earth is not equal, and because of this somewhere you can see means a large amount of sunlight, somewhere you can see no sunlight, and somewhere you can see moderate sunlight, or because of this also the weather changes. So let us see the first one, that is tropical wet. Tropical wet areas are those areas which are very nearly to the equator, and those areas are known as equatorial regions. Let's see how is the temperature near the equatorial regions. It is very dry climate, dry seasons. It's a very dry climate. The humidity increases here. This is the seasonless climatic zone. There is no seasons here. Only one particular season continues the whole year. There is no variation, there is no change here throughout the year. This climate region remains very hot and humid. Very hot because of direct sun rays and humid because of heavy rainfall. Only these two things happens in this tropical wet throughout the year. That's why in the first line it is said that there is no great variation. Variation means change in temperature. That is throughout the year. Yes, the climate whole year will be very hot and humid. Hot will be because of the direct sun rays, and humid will be because the humidity increases in the earth. Next one, rainfall is a daily affair here, as I told you. Heavy rainfall is a daily affair, issue of this region, and it receives an average about 80 inches of annual rainfall, making it very humid. So always there is a moisture present in the atmosphere because of rainfall. It rains daily. Next one, this region is found around the equator, as I told you. This region, this tropical wet region is located around the equator. That's why these are known as equatorial regions also. So like Central and Southern America, Africa, South Asia, Southeast Asia, Indonesia have such climate conditions. Okay, so now next one come on to deserts. Now come on to desert. If we talk about the desert, so everybody knows desert is a very dry climatic zone. It is a dry place that is covered by sand. It is completely covered by the sand. Any plant life would not be here because of the shortage of water. Only little bit date plants you can see and cactus you can find here. And the whole area is covered by sand. This area annually means only less than 10 inches of average rainfall you can find here. Only. Next is, this area does not have any humidity. Humidity will not be, if rainfall will not be, so how will the humidity will be? How will be the moisture increase in the air? And hence the variation between the day and night temperature is huge. In the daylight, in the day, the temperature will be very hot. Yes, or in the night, same temperature becomes cool also. So in the day, the temperature restricts extreme rise, means very high temperature because of sunlight. And however, due to the lack of moisture, temperature dips down rapidly at night. So the same temperature in the daylight, it will be very high because of the direct sun rays. Or as the evening approaches, as the night comes, the same temperature falls down and they will be cool in the night. So the absence of sunlight further makes us freezing experience also. Or in the night, there will be no sun raises. So that's why in the night the same sand becomes so cool. Or in the night, in the daylight when we talk about the sand, it will be very hot due to the sun raises, due to the direct sun raises of the earth. Okay, so let's talk about some important deserts here. That is hot deserts of Sahara, you have listened. Kalahari is situated in Africa. Arabian deserts of the Middle East, and the Thar desert, which is very famous in Rajasthan. It's a very few examples here. Okay, next. Now come on to the one more climatic zone, that is semi-arid. Semi-arid, dry with little rainfall. Dry with little rainfall. Arid means dry. Arid, what is the meaning of arid? Arid means dry with little bit rainfall. Okay, so let's see. The semi-arid zones share some features of the deserts. Yeah, they are having some features of the deserts, because there will be humidity also, there will be so much dryness, but here rainfall is little bit. Like the latter, for instance, they also do not receive much rainfall. As I told you here, there will be less rainfall. Yes, dry will be but little rainfall. These regions falls in the interiors of the continents, or these regions you can find near the desert zones also, receiving around 16 inches of rainfall annually. Only little bit means 16 inches, very less rainfall used to rain here. Most of these are located, these semi-arid regions are located near the South Africa and Western Africa for the climatic zones. Okay, so this was about a little bit information about the semi-arid, which is dry with little rain. Okay, yes, now I am coming on the page number 41. Page number 41, everyone turn on to the page number 41. Yes, so now comes about the Mediterranean Sea. As you know, what is Mediterranean Sea? Yes, let's see. Mediterranean, hot and dry summers and cool wet winters located. Yes, this is the features of this Mediterranean Sea. Okay, hot and dry summers and cool and wet winters. Okay, when we talk about the Mediterranean Sea, it is like this. It is a sea which is connected to the Atlantic Ocean, and it is completely closed by a land. Okay, yes, let's see now. This climatic zone is centered around the Mediterranean Sea. Yeah, it is surrounded. It is around the Mediterranean Sea, this climatic zone. Next one, this zone is characterized, it is necessary by dense human settlement. Yeah, the human population is very high here, and excellent agricultural production. As the human population is high, that's why there is a proper agricultural production here. Okay, so have you understood the next point? Now come on to the third point. It is a zone of dry and hot summers. As I told you, the climate will be very dry, and if it is dry, surely it will be hot also. That is only I am talking about summer. Only summer. Summers are hot and dry. And when I am talking about the winter, how are the winters? Winters are cold and rainy. Rainy means in winter also it is likely to rain. Okay, so that's why here you can find means proper human population. Okay, and which increases the agriculture growth also. Next one, fourth point. It has been the cradle of many earlier human civilizations. Yeah, what is the meaning of cradle? Means at the place of origin, the place has been started. Yes, so it is the zone we can say that so many earlier human settlements also taken place here. Earlier civilizations also take place here with highly developed culture, okay, and way of living. Okay, that is the meaning of civilization. Okay, so this was a little bit information about the Mediterranean climatic zone, which is around the Mediterranean Sea, or which has a huge population with a lot of agriculture. Okay, next one. Now come on to humid subtropical. Humid subtropical? Yes, these are known as temperate zones. These are known as temperate zones where you can see a moderate climate. Moderate climate. Yes, Like, first point is that this is the region of the hot and humid summer and mild to cooler winters. Mild means halka. Yes, less. Okay, of the hot and humid summer. Hot also will be and humid will also will be. And mild to cooler winters. Next one. This climatic zone experience long periods of heat and humidity. Yes, these climatic zones also have long periods of heat. The heat increases, and as the heat increases, humidity also increases same time. Okay, so next comes the third point. With increase in the altitude, as we go up and up, yes, the winter becomes cooler in these regions. Yeah, there is a lot of cold as we move up to the altitude. Next one, this region is very quite suitable for the cultivation of rice. Okay, cultivation of rice. This region is best suited for the cultivation of rice, but usually has to be bare. But people, those who are surviving here, it is best suitable for the cultivation of rice. Okay, one benefit is, but at the same time, the people, those who are living here, they have to bear the torment. What is the meaning of torment? Suffering. Yes, people are suffering from hurricanes. Hurricanes, what are known as hurricanes? That means storms. People are suffering from storms due to its placement to the eastern coast of the continents. Okay, so let's see where are these places, which regions, which places experience this type of climate. Northern Taiwan, Northern Vietnam and Japan experience this type of climate. Which type of climate? That is humid subtropical, where you can find hot and humid summers and very less cooler winters. Okay, yes, people, those who are living here, they are cultivating rice, but they are suffering the problem of hurricanes here. That is a storm. Next one, come on to the next climatic zones. That is, now on which climatic zone we are? Can you tell me which climatic zone we are discussing? We are discussing about the sixth climatic zone. Sixth climatic zone, that is Marine West Coast. Marine West Coast. Do you know what is coast called? What is the coast? Coastal areas which are located near the sea. Okay, so this climatic zone is regulated by warm oceanic currents and hence has a moderate temperature. Yeah, the areas which are located to the coastal areas, they have a moderate temperature. Moderate. You cannot experience so hot or neither cold. You can have moderate temperature. What is the meaning of moderate? Moderate means medium. Moderate means medium temperature. It remains always constant. Constant means same throughout the year. Yes, this type of climate you can see throughout the year. Which type of climate? Constant. Next one. Due to the presence of the oceans, yeah, proximity. What is the meaning of proximity? Presence of the oceans. It remains cloudy, foggy and damp. What is the meaning of damp? It is wet around the year. So these are the changes we are finding here. Due to the presence of the oceans nearby, how will be the temperature? The temperature will be completely cloudy, foggy, wet around the year, and this is the constant temperature which you will notice throughout the year. Or because of this there is a medium temperature throughout the year. Next one, it rains heavily also. It rains heavily throughout the year and it's evenly distributed. Yes, even it rains or evenly it is distributed in every part of the area. Okay, next one, let's see what are these areas. Pacific Northwest, London, Ireland, etc. comes in these types of zone. That is Marine West Coast, which has the moderate temperature due to the cloudy, foggy and wet weather around the year. Okay, understood here? Marine West Coast. Now I am going on the 7th. Yes, that is humid continental. Humid continental. Let's see what are these. Humid continental are those which experience, yeah, very proper climate. is a home for 4 distinct features here. Yeah, in this climatic zone, you can experience 4 seasons with hot summers and cold winters. Means summers will be hot and winters will be short. It is cold winters. Okay, so this zone is placed between 40 to 50 degrees latitudes in the northern hemisphere and experience variations, changes in temperature and precipitations also. And you can see deciduous forests are found in this area. Yes, what is known as deciduous forest? Can you tell me about 2 types of forest? Let me explain you what are the 2 types of forest. 2 types of forest are these. First is deciduous forest. Deciduous forest are those forests which used to shed the leaves. Yes, and they have the broad leaves. They are known as coniferous leaves. Okay, and they used to shed the leaves also. Okay, so these, the trees that shed their leaves, those are known as deciduous forest. Or one type of forest is known as evergreen forest. Evergreen forest always remains green. They never used to shed the leaves. That's why they are known as evergreen. That is known as Sadabahar. Okay? Yes. The last one, the last climatic zone is Tundra region. Tundra climatic zone. Tundra climatic zone is a freezing zone. Freezing. Because here the sun rays of the sun cannot reach here. They are not slanting. They are not reaching only here. So the whole area is covered by the snow. The soil is completely covered by the snow, because that's why here we can see treeless zone. It is called treeless zone. Why it is called treeless zone? Because the whole soil, the soil is completely covered by the snow. Okay, that's why this zone is known as treeless zone. There are no trees here. There are no trees located in this Tundra region. Okay, so let us turn the page. Now I am coming on the page number 42. 42 page numbers. Okay, yes. So this is. So let us learn more about the Tundra region. Yes, let's see. These regions receive very little precipitation of less than 15 inches annually. Yes, very little rainfall. Yes, because the whole area is covered by the snow. 15 inches annually, only 15 inches rainfall, very less rainfall. Has permanently frozen, which is completely covered with ice, frozen ground for almost the entire year. Full year, the whole area is completely covered by the snow, and this is known as permafrost. Yes, permafrost. What is called permafrost? The area that is permanently frozen, completely covered by the snow for the entire year, is known as permafrost. Okay? Yes, the last point of the Tundra region is that summer is very short. Yes, summers are very short here. Here, lasting only for a few weeks. Only for the few weeks. With the temperature not very warm. Yes, even though the sun rays used to fall little bit, then also the temperature is not warm. But winter is very harsh, very severe, very hard, very strict, very severe winter will be. Because the whole area is completely covered by the snow throughout the year. That's why if little bit sun rays fall here, yes, then it will be only for a few weeks. Then also no effect will be of these sun rays. Any warmness will not increase in the atmosphere, but the winters which are here are very severe. Very severe. All the animals cannot survive here. Only few animals can survive here, like polar bear, walrus, yeah, or you can see some reindeers also. So all the animals cannot survive. Only those animals can survive here, those who are having a thick fur on their bodies, in order to protect the severe winter here. Okay? Yes. And people, those who are living here, yes, they are building the houses made up of snow. And these houses are known as igloos also. Yeah, igloos. Okay? Understood? So this was the little bit information about the Tundra region. I hope that you have understood the chapter. So today in this part 2, I have discussed about the major climatic zones. Okay? Yes. Thank you for listening me. Have a nice day.